Hi, this is Louis with the Air Conditioning Guys. So today we're going to be taking some questions from our audience. So anyone out there have any questions?
I have a question.
Yeah, you in the fifth row. Yep, right there.
So how can my gas furnace become dangerous?
So at this time of year, you've probably seen and heard recommendations about having your furnace cleaned and maintained before the start of the cold weather. So all this hype is because year after year, a lot of dangerous things happen when your furnace is not maintained properly. So why should you care about this? Your furnace is probably in the attic or in the garage or in a closet somewhere. No one looks at it. You don't have to look at it. As long as it's doing its job, right? That's what you would think. But here's what you may not realize. So all that dirt and grime that builds up in your furnace over the year can really affect its ability to combust the poisonous gases away from your house or your building. So let's talk about 4 main reasons why you should have your gas furnace properly serviced before the winter. The first is carbon monoxide poisoning. One of the most important parts of your furnace is the heat exchanger. This removes the poisonous gases that result from the combustion process when the gas turns on. And so the heat exchanger takes these gases away from your home or your building. But in the process, the heat exchanger is constantly expanding and contracting as the temperature changes within the furnace every time it does its cycle. So over time, this creates cracks in the heat exchanger, which can allow poisonous gases to escape inside. So carbon monoxide is colorless and odorless. So if you're not having your furnace inspected at least once a year, those cracks can go unnoticed, becoming dangerous. So you need to have this looked at. The second is poor indoor air quality. I think we've talked about that before. If the filter becomes completely clogged or too dirty, you're just recycling all that dirt, and it can be a breeding ground for mold and bacteria and mildew and all this ugly stuff that you'll be breathing in if you're not having your furnace inspected and your filter replaced, even in the cold season. The third is temperature variance. So sometimes there's parts of your home or your building that can differ as far as temperature. It can become uncomfortable. Your employees can feel uncomfortable, reducing productivity. People get sick more often when the temperature changes so much inside a building. And you don't want that. If you're in a commercial property, you certainly don't want your customers experiencing hot or cold spots while inside, because they may just leave, and then obviously that hurts your pocket. The last thing is breakdowns. So if your furnace is not being serviced at least once a year, it can create premature breakdowns of components. Like I mentioned, the heat exchanger, but there's also some a pilot in the furnace that lights up, and as the gas passes through there, the little nozzles can become clogged and they'll need to be replaced, not repaired, because that can become dangerous. The blower motor, the blower, and just in general, the whole inside of the furnace should be cleaned and inspected, like I said, at least once a year. So when you have it professionally inspected and cleaned, you'll feel safer, you'll know you'll be safe, you'll breathe better, you can save energy, and you'll be 100% more comfortable year-round, especially in the cold months. So Air Conditioning Guys can help you with this. Right now we have a special going on as a gas furnace safety inspection, and we're offering a free inspection on your air conditioning system and your air ducts while we're there, so that you're ready for both seasons. Anyway, Air Conditioning Guys, give us a call or click on the links, and we'll be happy to take care of you, make sure your family's safe this winter.